All right, so let me see this video right here. Let me see if I have the right video. It says plastic surgery create unattractive babies. So some of the weirdest stuff I came across all this week. But let me find the video really quickly, and then we can chop it up and talk about it. Because listen, everybody's just spewing gibberish out there, but that's why we're here. Let's talk about it. Let me see here. There you go. Okay, found it. Let's just watch this video and then we can talk about it.
Attractive because his ex-wife had plastic surgery and she wasn't as pretty as he thought.
I think it's disingenuous and it lacks integrity. I would not have married, let alone pay for an IVF fertilization treatment with someone who had an addiction to plastic surgery, like Tanya certainly does. And
did you say that before you all decided to have a sexual relationship?
I made it very clear, Your Honor.
So you said, I want to have a child with you. I'm willing to pay for IVF, but just tell me, have you had any plastic surgery?
Your Honor, I didn't feel the need to ask. I mean, look at her. It's very well done. She looks amazing.
Well done. You acting like somebody baked her in the oven.
With all the surgery she's gotten, which is, by the way, is worth way more than the $10,000, the $9,800 that I'm here seeking to recoup. It is as if, I mean, somebody really went to work on her, and of course, I don't know anything about that. Nothing about that part of her life.
What does this mean? I'm not liking the way you're objectifying.
Your Honor,
how did you be that?
For that, but I offer into evidence a photo here that I found, and please tell me, Your Honor, if that looks like the same person to you.
Actually, she looks a little different, but the shape of her face, the shape of her eyes, her eyebrows,
and
her nose is different.
May I just say that I am not ashamed of that photo. I did not get those cosmetic procedures because I thought that I was ugly. I got those cosmetic procedures looking in the mirror and being reminded of my mother's face. So it was very devastating for me to find out that he felt like our child was ugly. I did not get those procedures to become this different person. I got those procedures so that I wouldn't be reminded of what had happened in my past.
Then why'd you say that you're the new Tanya now and the old Tanya's dead and forget about her? I mean,
because the old Tanya died when her parents died.
But you didn't know the old Tanya anyway, right?
I didn't, and I still don't. I don't know the new one either. I had to pull teeth to get
But wait a minute.
This.
So your testimony is you don't know her, but you also decided to pay for IVF treatments to have a baby with her, but you didn't know her. She wouldn't answer questions. She wouldn't tell you anything about her past. She wouldn't let you know about her family. But you know what? This is the girl I want to have a baby with through IVF. Make it make sense, Mr. Lennox. I don't have all day.
She assured me that who she was loved me unconditionally, dearly, and that she was wholly honest with me and that there was no need for me to worry. Now I find out that that entire argument, that entire line, which she allowed me to believe, what I allowed myself to believe, that was a cover story to prevent me from understanding that she hacked at her body to upgrade herself. I mean, her brother apparently used it to try to start a new life. She upgrades her physical form or something.
Your Honor.
Hold on. Why are you being so melodramatic about plastic surgery?
It's the lies.
You say you're suing her for breach of contract. What's the contract? And it better say in this contract, I'm going to pay for this IVF as long as you are the natural, original version of yourself with no plastic surgery. I want to see that contract. Where is that?
Contract. I feel like I have been used. The damage is plain.
She was beautiful before the surgery. She's beautiful after the surgery. What is the issue? I want to know what your damages are.
I was lied to, and I can't have that lack of trust in a relationship for the rest of my life.
Okay, so you want to get a divorce?
We have gotten a divorce here.
Okay, so now you're divorced.
Yes,
so now what's your issue? You got a divorce. You're not with the liar. You're not married to anybody that had plastic surgery anymore. What is your issue?
My issue is that we did not have a prenuptial engagement going, and I want some measure of honesty from you, Tanya. Some measure of honesty that you understand.
Honesty don't cost $9,800. I want want to know, why are you up in here when I could be having my morning tea? Why are you suing?
Because I said I had an ugly baby.
There you go. Wasting my time. Is Jesus baby in the evidence?
Yes, it is. There he is right there.
So you're angry because this baby doesn't look the way you envisioned in your mind. This is insanity. You should be ashamed of yourself for even coming in here with this nonsense.
Your Honor, if I may, I felt I've made it very clear. I had a dream when I was young, and it was to have a disingenuous, lying, deceitful wife, and that is what I found that I've had.
No, what we found is that you are delusional.
Okay.
And guess what? If this is really what you wanted, you didn't have the agreement that reflected what your desires truly were. I don't know if this is because you all have broken up. I really don't know what this is about, but you've stood in this courtroom today and got on my last nerve. I don't have any more time for a judgment for the defendant. Court is adjourned.
Judge Lake has ruled in favor of the defense.
All right, let's talk about this. Timothy, your thoughts?
Well, I just think, it looks so real to me, though. Like, is he for real? Like, whoa, I'm still trying to grapple with what his grouse really is. He also is not even very good. He's not good looking to start with. I think that baby looks like him for the most part.
The baby looks like him.
Yeah.
Right, I see that. That baby looks mixed, right?
Yeah. I can see his features, so he's not a good-looking white guy. So I don't know what he wants or probably what he envisions in his mind. But coming back to his plastic surgery, does he create unattractive babies? I don't think so. I think the argument though is that I know there was a time, when one of the Kardashian, the Jenner girls. Kylie, I think it was Kylie. She had, of course, when she had that baby online, people were kind of trolling because, with all the plastic surgery, you have like an altered look, right? So whoever sees the person, female or male, would, you think this person, they've got a sharp jaw. Apparently, that's not. They've got a very, very well squared jaw. That's not the original look. So probably in your mind you think, oh, got a very nice, olive, like this kind of lovely oval face, nicely cut, chin, jaws, all of that, nice, this kind of model-like face. So, and then you now have a baby that doesn't have some of those features, and then you wonder where the features are.
Are you shocked at how many people are just so shallow out there?
Yeah, a lot of people are deluded, so probably, I don't know, maybe that.
So I'm getting with you. I think you're a good looking woman. I'm now thinking, what is our children going to look like? To the point where I set up a whole expectations around it.
In his head, like, is he going to do the independent selection of the genetic whatever? Because there you don't even know who the grandparents are, because then you could skip generations when it comes to resemblance.
Yeah, people can look like people 4 generations ugly away. So now you're
I don't know, but I'm just saying that, because I've also seen something like this among the white folk. Typically they don't really have as large lips as we do, right? And most of them do all the lip jobs. And
the lips, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so there was this issue about that the child didn't have, a thick lip. And then, it was like, okay, that for her, it was plastic, it was the job done. It wasn't natural. So, yeah.
Wow.
So coming from, they also, some of them have their own, but I think it's just all delusions. Before you get married to someone, you know what's natural, you know what is not. But some people still don't ask questions, or maybe one night stands. And then,
so wait, I'm supposed to ask if you've had a plastic surgery, if I like what you look like today on the face.
Yeah,
listen.
I think one should ask. I don't know.
At this point?
Yeah, in this world now, I don't know. Things are changing. You need to ask questions, yeah. So,
Brother Patrick, thank you, Jerry and Timothy. Brother Patrick,
Yeah, the judge, I like the way she cracked the case.
Hmm.
Yeah, the guy is delusional. He's just beating around the bush. I like the final conclusion when the judge said, "What do you really want?"
Right. That's
The
the
baby,
ultimate question.
yeah, the baby doesn't make, the girl doesn't make baby. So how can you be saying the ugly baby? The guy is delusional. The fact that somebody bears on his cheek and he's wearing suit doesn't make him mature. You can see he was just talking, the girl was calm.
Hmm.
So the guy is not matured. He wants to collect money for what? They have a baby already, they've divorced. Let him go and sit down. He's just wasting the judge time. He doesn't know what
Yeah.
he's saying.
Yeah.
I was so pissed off when I
He's confused. Thank you
yeah.
so much, sir. My thoughts on this is it goes deeper than the unattractive baby part and the plastic surgery. It's the myopic mindsets that the internet and this idea of textbook and everything you need is all written in the book, black and white somewhere. And the more that mindset that you can just preset your destiny and determine everything up front, and to exonerate yourself from learning how to deal at an emotional social level, like in real time. We're seeing more and more product of this coming out, more people talking literally out of their ass, like because they read a book somewhere. I'm like, all right, are you able to deal with life in real time when it's happening to you, or you're gonna go start pulling out paperwork, contract talk? We have people talking about marriage, they think they're talking about marriage when all they're talking about is just paperwork, contract, and license, and that has nothing to do with what is happening inside of marriage. We're seeing more and more of it every day. This guy married a good-looking girl, and he sets up unrealistic expectations around it. She could be natural all you want. You may create a baby that's going to look funny for the next 2 years, and babies have faces, and they would change looks, and they would look like you. Sometimes they would look like your partner. Sometimes, like, if you can't even think that far, it's like no wonder why people are struggling across the board when it comes to romantic, emotionally driven relationships. It's like no wonder. Kathy says, I agree. People need to ask, because some people marry certain people to have their kids look a certain way. I understand why we feel the need to ask because of plastic surgery everywhere and stuff like that. But I really think we should be putting more of our energy in the direction of emotional intelligence. Listen, we know what plastic surgery people look like. At least in 2020, we still know what they look like for the most part. I was just looking at Toke Makinwa's picture today. That's not Toke Makinwa. That's not Toke Makinwa. Am I saying that because I knew what she looked like before? No. You could tell that's the thing is forming, the chin is forming the pentagon already. Like, what that looks like. Now there's someone that do a really, really good job, right? But like I said, you could get with a person that's natural anyway, and you're going to create babies that, like, come on. I know people personally that have insecurities around what their babies look like, and it's just sad. This is in real life. This has nothing to do with plastic surgery, right? This has nothing to do with this kind of guy pulling out people, but it's at the mindset level, when you don't want to trust, just understanding that this life is a journey of faith. At the end of the day, I have people argue with me about that all the time. They say, "Oh, journey of faith, really? So I should just act stupid and just do anything anyhow?" Like, no, you don't have a choice anyway. Go ahead. Oh, were you trying to say something? Timothy, is that you?
No, not me.
Okay. But Patrick, yeah, if you guys have a last word on this, I'm done with it. I think we'll continue in the comment area. You have a last word on this?
Nothing really. I think just like what you said, the guy's deluded. I think he's just after something else. Money in this case. He should just go and rest. Yeah.
Yeah, Zukanike.
Yeah, yeah.
Zukanike. I'm still struggling with that. But anyway. But apparently you have a last word on this? Okay. Let's go on the break. We'll be right back.